Hi, my name is Soraya Mia and you're watching AWANI Tonight. The government has announced an additional public holiday depending on when Hari Raya Aidilfitri starts. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said that if Aidilfitri falls on April 21st, Friday, then the following Monday will be set as a public holiday. If it were to fall on April 22nd, Saturday, then Friday will be declared as a public holiday. Regardless of when Aidilfitri begins, the public will get a 4-day holiday from Friday to following Monday. A moon sighting will be conducted on Thursday to determine when Aidilfitri starts. Anwar also earlier announced that Malaysians will enjoy toll-free travel on all highways nationwide for 4 days, in conjunction with the Hari Raya Aidilfitri festivities. 33 highways will be toll-free from April 19th to April 21st, and again on April 24th. This will cover all vehicle classes. Separately, the Prime Minister announced that police will be giving a special discount for all traffic summonses for a month beginning April 21st. These summonses can be from offences that took place in 2022 and before. Each summon can be settled at the flat rate of 50 ringgit. Despite the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in recent weeks, the situation is still under control. According to Health Minister Dr. Zaliha Mustafa, the subvariants currently present were from the Omicron strain, and while these subvariants are more infectious, the symptoms are not as severe. The Omicron subvariants that have been identified are XBB.1.5, XBB.1.16 and XBB.1.9.1. Zaliha said the number of deaths due to COVID-19 was also still low, mostly involving the elderly and individuals with comorbidities. Ahead of Hari Raya Aidilfitri, the Health Ministry has advised the public to wear a face mask, especially if they develop any COVID-19 symptoms such as flu or cough. In other news, Malaysian Aviation Group, or MAG, has filed an injunction to stop AirAsia from selling tickets for Malaysia Airlines. Group Managing Director Izham Ismail said that the injunction was filed as they could not reach a commercial agreement with AirAsia prior to this, yet the airline continued to sell the group's inventory. The hearing for the injunction, which was filed in 2022, is scheduled for August this year. On Monday, Transport Minister Anthony Loke said that Malaysia Airlines was seeking an injunction to stop AirAsia's super app from offering the airline's flight tickets for sale. The statement came after discrepancies in prices and ticket classification for Kuala Lumpur-Tawau flights were exposed, sparking public debate. Izham explained that while AirAsia has been legally recognized as an online travel agency OTA, problems arise because the low-cost carrier had brought seats from aggregators and consolidators, specifically Kiwi.com, which is not their partner. He added that airlines want to work with OTAs, aggregators and travel agents, but commercial agreements and after-sale services are key issues that need to be resolved before committing. Izham disclosed that 60% of MAG inventories were being sold directly from its websites, 20 to 30% through travel agents, 12% from OTAs, and 5% from ticketing offices. The federal court today quashed an appeal by DBKL to reinstate the proposed Taman Rimba Kiara development project, ending a 7-year legal saga for the Taman Tun Dr. Ismail TTDI Residents Association. The court's 3-member panel were unanimous in their decision that there was no merit in the appeal. Yayasan Wilayah Persekutuan and developer Memang Perkasa Sendian Berhad were appealing against a Court of Appeals decision handed down 2 years ago, which quashed a 2017 development order for Taman Rimba Kiara after it ruled in favor of TTDI residents in a judicial review appeal. Delivering the judgment of the court, Datuk Nalini Patmanathan said the mayor had erred in his decision to grant the development order. She said the mayor had improperly changed the land use from a public park to a mixed development without explanation. Under the KL structure plan, Taman Rimba Kiara was meant to be a public park, and the mayor was obliged to abide by it. Data from 2018 showed Malaysians dumped nearly 200,000 tons of fabric into landfills. With the fast fashion industry contributing to this, discarded fabrics can indeed bring harm to the environment. Cloth Cares aims to solve the problem by creating a textile recycling movement among the masses. We speak to its co-founder, Nik Suzila Hassan.
Generally, Malaysians are not aware that synthetic fabrics like your polyesters and nylon takes about 200 years for it to decompose if you were to dispose that into the landfills. Number two is that while a lot of Malaysians want to recycle, but the thing is that they don't really know where they can take that action and find the closest recycling bins or recycling facilities in Malaysia. Well, number three, well, generally I can tell you is that Malaysians are not aware that, most Malaysians think that, their unwanted items should go to the marginalised community for donations. But the truth is that, right, not many marginalised communities want to accept your unwanted items unless A, is in good quality, B, suitable for their style and their size as well. So these are the three key problems that people are not aware.
Cloth Cares has collected and recycled over 4 million kilograms of textiles and clothing since August 2018. Suzy urged everyone to join the effort in establishing a circular economy for the textile and clothing industry in Malaysia.
Well, the ideation of Cloth Cares as a movement in Malaysia for textiles and clothing is that we want to create awareness. Create awareness, like I mentioned before, that it takes about 200 years for polyester and nylon, example, to decompose if you were to throw that into the landfills. Number two is that we want to tell people, hey, Cloth Cares has about 400 fabric bins in Peninsular Malaysia. Please go recycle. Or even if that, you can recycle at any other recycling stations by other operators. Number three is that we want to tell people that what does it mean when you recycle, example, right? 5 pieces of t-shirts, example, what are the environmental impact you're contributing? We also want to tell people that, like landfill, when you dispose in the landfills, is not free. We want to tell people that a lot, exorbitant amount of government spending are spent every year budgeted to manage, our waste in Malaysia. And then we want to make it as a concerted effort.
Now let's go for a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
If it is business strategies and leadership insights that you want, catch me, Cynthia Ng, as I talk to experts from the industry every Saturday at 10:30 p.m. right here on channel 501. Also available on all of Astro AWANI's digital platforms.
Do you remember the saying, don't let anybody tell you you're ever past your prime? It was by Tan Sri Michelle Yeoh during her Best Actress acceptance speech at the 95th Oscars. While the Ipoh-born actress is back in Malaysia for a meet and greet session earlier today, advising women everywhere to not let others put them in a box.
I don't believe just because we're a woman, we are a weaker sex. That is such an old school thought. And I don't think the men think that either. So why do we have to continue with this saying? And I think in America at that point, there was someone who said, oh, look at the definition of prime for women. Once you're past 30, you're past your prime. How ridiculous is that, right? So maybe someone should change that definition. And what? We should change the definition. We should never allow somebody to put us in a box. And that's always what I've strived to do, is not to be put in a box. If I've been put in a box, I honestly wouldn't be working so much.
The Everything, Everywhere, All at Once star also shared her thoughts on the Malaysian entertainment industry, telling aspiring filmmakers to be bold and aim to create content for the global stage.
I think we have so many stories that can be told. I think we have to be bold. We have to be courageous and know and believe in ourselves that we can. I think a lot of the times we box ourselves in a comfort zone where, well, let's just deal with our own market. When you make a movie, it should be global. It should not be for this or for that. that's when you speak a global language. And that's what we strive to do continuously. So I know there are amazing filmmakers from this part of our world. And we just have to, first of all, we have to create opportunities for them. We have to create platforms that will showcase their talent. So I do want to work very closely with the heads of studios here, people who can make the change, people who can push the path forward.
On to international news. The United Nations said the death toll from clashes between rival forces in Sudan has risen to 185, while over 1,800 people were wounded. This has prompted the Group of Seven G7 to call for an immediate end to hostilities. In a joint statement on Tuesday, the G7 foreign ministers condemned the fighting as they wrap up talks in Karuizawa, Japan for a third day of their meeting. The clashes between army units loyal to de facto leader Gen Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and paramilitary rapid support forces RSF, led by Sudan's deputy leader Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo or Hemedti, started since Saturday. The two sides used tanks, artillery and other heavy weapons in densely populated areas. This has forced many civilians to shelter in their homes amid fears of a prolonged conflict that could land the country in deeper chaos. The WHO warned that some hospitals in capital Khartoum have run out of blood, transfusion equipment, intravenous fluids, and other vital supplies. Hemedti on Monday called the international community to intervene and labeled Gen Burhan as radical Islamist. However, Gen Burhan has said he is willing to negotiate. Meanwhile, billionaire Elon Musk says he will launch an AI platform called Truth GPT to challenge the Microsoft-backed ChatGPT. In an interview with Fox News, he accused OpenAI, the firm behind ChatGPT, of training the AI to lie.
I'm going to start something which you call Truth GPT, or a maximum truth-seeking AI that tries to understand the nature of the universe. And I think this might be the best path to safety, in the sense that an AI that cares about understanding the universe is unlikely to annihilate humans, because we are an interesting part of the universe, hopefully.
The Twitter ex-CEO, along with a group of AI experts and industry executives, called for a 6-month pause in developing systems more powerful than OpenAI's newly launched GPT-4, citing potential risks to society.
Really, AI is perhaps more dangerous than, say, mismanaged aircraft design or production maintenance, or bad car production, in the sense that it has the potential, however small one may regard that probability, but it is non-trivial. It has the potential of civilizational destruction.
That's all for AWANI tonight. Thank you for watching. My name is Soraya Mia, and we'll see you soon.
Astro AWANI is bringing you a